Bury raw iron in your garden? The simple hack to fix yellow leaves forever. Yellow leaves send many gardeners straight to the garden center for iron fertilizer. But in many cases, the problem isn't that your soil lacks iron, it's that your plants can't access the iron that's already there. Dumping random pieces of rusty metal into your garden isn't the answer either. Done incorrectly, it wastes time and can even contaminate your soil. But there is a practical way to use natural iron sources to gradually improve iron availability in the root zone, and it works because it supports soil biology, not because the metal magically feeds your plants. Before I explain the method, here's one tool I never garden without. A 4-in-1 soil moisture meter has saved me from overwatering more times than I can count. Constantly soggy soil can reduce healthy root function and make nutrient problems look even worse. Sometimes leaves turn yellow simply because the roots are struggling in overly wet soil. I use the meter to check moisture where the roots actually are instead of relying on the dry-looking surface. I'll leave the exact one I use in the description if you want to check it out. If you enjoy practical gardening backed by real testing instead of gardening myths, consider subscribing. Every week we break down techniques that actually improve soil and harvests. The first thing to understand is that iron deficiency and iron availability are two different problems. Most garden soils already contain plenty of iron. The issue is often soil pH. Once the soil becomes too alkaline, iron becomes much harder for plants to absorb, even though it's physically present. That's why gardeners sometimes keep adding iron products without seeing much improvement. This is where the old iron trick has some value, but only when used correctly. Instead of burying random rusty junk throughout your garden, use clean, untreated iron or steel such as plain iron nails or untreated steel wool in a compost-rich planting area. As moisture, oxygen, and microorganisms slowly oxidize the metal, tiny amounts of iron compounds are released over long periods. This is not a quick fertilizer. Think of it as a slow contribution to the soil, especially when paired with plenty of compost that supports microbial activity. The compost is actually doing much of the heavy lifting. Beneficial microbes produce natural compounds that help make micronutrients like iron more available to plant roots. Without healthy soil biology, simply burying iron rarely produces noticeable results. I've experimented with this around tomatoes, peppers, and beans growing in raised beds. The biggest improvements came where compost was regularly added and watering was carefully managed. The buried iron alone didn't transform the plants. Combined with healthy organic matter, however, the plants maintain greener new growth over time. Here's another mistake I see constantly. Gardeners diagnose every yellow leaf as an iron deficiency. Young leaves with green veins and yellow tissue can indicate iron chlorosis, but yellowing can also result from nitrogen deficiency, magnesium deficiency, root damage, compacted soil, poor drainage, or incorrect soil pH. Treating every yellow leaf with iron is like replacing your car battery every time the engine won't start. The real solution starts with understanding what's happening underground. If your soil stays waterlogged, roots can't function efficiently. If the pH climbs above about 7.5, iron becomes increasingly unavailable. If organic matter is low, microbial activity declines and nutrient cycling slows dramatically. That's why I focus on building living soil instead of chasing individual deficiencies. For containers, the approach is slightly different. Rather than burying metal in a small pot, improve the potting mix with quality compost and monitor watering carefully. Containers change quickly, and correcting pH or nutrient imbalances is usually far more effective than relying on slow oxidation of metal. Hydroponic systems are completely different. Never place iron objects inside nutrient reservoirs. Hydroponics requires soluble, precisely balanced micronutrients. Rusting metal can introduce unpredictable chemistry that interferes with nutrient management instead of helping it. One thing that surprised me after years of growing vegetables is how often healthier roots solved what looked like nutrient deficiencies. When soil drains properly, contains plenty of organic matter, and supports active microbial life, plants become remarkably efficient at finding the nutrients they need. So if you're tempted to bury raw iron to fix yellow leaves forever, don't expect miracles from the metal itself. Use clean iron only as a small, long-term addition to an already healthy soil building program. Focus first on compost, proper watering, good drainage, and maintaining an appropriate soil pH. Those are the real drivers of healthy green growth. That's the difference between treating symptoms and building a garden that becomes healthier every season. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, subscribe to Farmagic and share this video with another serious gardener. The best gardens aren't built with miracle hacks, They're built by understanding how soil biology, moisture, roots, and nutrients work together beneath the surface.